Praise the Lord. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy every day. I'm going to say this for the sake of possibly prayerfully teaching. You can't always teach, but you can always learn. And for the sake of teaching and for the sake of arguments, being argumentative, being mental, or not having a yield sign, or being able to weigh things in your mind before you say it. You see, we'll never be sinless, but we should be sinning less and less and less. And I've learned and discovered that being a believer in and of and on God is about discipline. If I say everything that comes to my mind, I'm going to lose my mind. We have to have a regulator and a governor. We have to have the inner ability to not to say any and everything out of our mouth. Because if you do, and I know I hear a lot of you people saying this, I'm just straight up, you straight up mean, you can be straight up wanton, you can be straight up immature, you can be straight up crazy, you can be straight up disrespectful. And I keep hearing people saying, I'm straight up. Well, I also see this other thing. People say I'm from the school of hard knocks, but I have a degree in the school of hard knocks. I graduated from the school of hard knocks, but I keep seeing people say they're from the school of hard knocks, but the knocking is your mouth, your mind, your mentality, and how you treat others. So if you're from the school of hard knocks and haven't learned from the school of hard knocks, you can go around knocking people down verbally, mentally, emotionally. A lot of us are haphazard in our conduct, our behavior, and our speech. But for the sake of teaching, I'm going to say again, we don't. Me first. None of us have to say every single thing out of our mouth. When I'm blessed with God to preach, I always be down on myself afterwards because I say, I know I could have said this, I could have said that, I could have said more. And my former mentor and pastor would say to me, Dave, you can't get it all out in one sitting. Dave, you can't eat a 63-ounce porterhouse steak in one sitting. Dave, Rome wasn't built in a day. It was built on a day. As I leave this alone. But a lot of us who call ourselves adults, a lot of us who are called adults, who are parents, who are over the age of a certain age, have this ability to say any and everything on our mind. And I'm going to tell you from experience, from life, and from being a 52-year-old man, if you say anything out your mouth without weighing it, just like the scales of justice, you better start weighing what you say. Because oftentimes, I've seen a marriage of 20 years destroyed with 20 choice words. I've seen a friendship of 30 years destroyed in 30 minutes of cussing. I've seen some of the most wonderful relationships destroyed with a few well-placed or misunderstood words. We must learn that everything we have on our mind, in our mind, we just can't let out. Have a governor. Have a regulator. Pray for maturity. You can't take it back once it's out. I hear somebody say, oh, yes, I can take it back. How can you retrieve a few misplaced words? How can you retrieve or recall, like a car, horrible words? How can you recall back misunderstandings? We must be aware that everything we say out of our mouth, I hear you, it's my mouth, take your pain. I hear you, it's my mouth, take your loneliness. I hear you. It's my mouth. Take your no one want to be around you with you. It's my mouth will take your being in the corner like a kid. We can't say everything out of our mouth and think we're going to get something good in return. And then, this is my favorite. You say it, you cause a fight, and then you want it to be over. You started the fight, then you got to finish the fight. It shouldn't be a fight at all. If we would only watch what we say, weigh it, and don't just let it out and pray that it sticks or lands or it makes a good point. We have to reason with ourselves. We have to weigh how this is going to have a consequence. We have to see if this is how the person's going to take it well or not. I am responsible for how I treat you and what I say. If I start a fight with my mouth, that's on me, not you. We can't just say everything out of our mouth and then think that everything gonna be okay. We have to weigh it and not just say it. Peace. One.